spring.
I've
Oh,
pushed the button.
there we go. We're off. You've pushed the button, and there I am, like a coiled spring, ready to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Series 3, Episode 1, Ladies What Pod. We thought, you've been without us for long enough. Your ears have probably recovered. The horses are probably a bit fed up, really. I don't know what... They're probably fed up anyway, because they won't
I was
like
going to
this
say
heat.
a bit overheated, bless them. But we did.
A bit overheated.
Thank you for your lovely message.
Yes, so we're back for a bit. I don't know whether we'll be every week because I don't know what we're doing. Like no change there. But we're back for this week anyway, because we've got quite a lot. We realised that quite a lot of little things had been happening whilst we'd been not paying attention. You turn your back for 5 minutes and they sign an international prop. That sort of thing. People getting married, that sort of thing. So we thought we need to have a get together to pod about it. So where shall we start? Shall we start with live rugby that happened on Friday? Should we get them out, done and dusted and out the way?
Oh yes, they were definitely alive, if a little overheated.
So it was the under 18s and under 17s. What's it called, Claire? The full title of this ridiculous...
So
it's a good competition. It's a ridiculous title.
It's got a new sponsor. So it's the Defender Next Gen Academy League.
Snappy. You can't even make it. No. Anyway, it's the under 17s.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. No.
It doesn't.
GAL. No. Anyway, yes. Defender Next Gen Academy League.
Yeah. So,
and it was round 2. It was the second round. There'd already been a round of matches the previous weekend, but Saints had a bye.
But they played Leinster, didn't they? To give them some game time.
Yeah.
And the quote was, "We could have been playing on the Serengeti. It was so barren." And okay. So they were playing at Moulton on Friday, and we were a bit disconcerted because the pitch was green. Oh, we'd forgotten what that stuff was that we used.
Well, I was lucky because the previous night I had seen another pitch, so I've been warmed into it. Yeah,
I was talking to Jez Stafford, the Padre chaplain, and he said, "What's this stuff?" And I went, "I don't know. Used to have some. Don't know. Begins with G, but yeah." So there was grass. There was some grass, and it was green in parts, but it was still hot. Oh, it was still very hot. I was sheltering under. I was like a Victorian maiden aunt, sheltering under an umbrella, a parasol.
I had my big hat on,
and I had a hat. You had your big hat on, and the under 18s playing Gloucester. Well, what a performance! Gloucester. Oh, they were very shouty. Were Gloucester, weren't they? Just on the touchline, very, very shouty. Much shoutier than our lot. Our lot were more thoughtful and concise, and the Gloucester lot were just shouting all the time. But Gloucester, pretty good actually. They kept nicking the lead, and we kept going back, and then they'd nick it, and then we'd get it back, and then there was a bit of an injury, quite a long stoppage for one of their props, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yes, who took quite a hell of a bit of a bang, and they were worried about it. Yes.
Yeah. So it's quite a long stoppage. So Gloucester disappeared under the trees quite early on to have a team meeting. And we stayed on the pitch and then disappeared under the trees just as play was about to recommence. And that was the difference, because we went to uncontested scrums, and it did knock the stuffing out of Gloucester a bit. I think it shook them up, and we ran out deservedly, if only for 2 tries particularly. But there were some wonderful tries scored, but 2 tries particularly, Charlie King's and Finn Shields, the Finns closed out the match. Brilliant Really good. 50-39 was it, the score?
Yeah, 50-39. I think we ought to shout out to Finn Wesley, who scored 2 cracking tries too.
Yeah.
Left
It was.
wing.
I had a quick chat with Charlie Reid afterwards, and I said, this is lovely. When they got their game on the pitch and played the Saints way, it was remarkable. And he said, he said they're a lovely bunch of lads, such a tight knit group. And I'm thinking, this all sounds so familiar. They love playing together. They just have so much fun. And I thought, it's just the Saints way, isn't it? How fantastic is that? It's just, there's more coming, folks. Hold on to your hats.
And it's remarkable that Finn is playing for the Finn Shields is playing the under-18s, because he's how many age groups above himself? He's mile 2, 1.
No, I think
he's 1 now, isn't he? No, is he 2?
Yeah, 1 now.
He's 1 now. 2 last year.
The under-17s.
But it's still ridiculous. He's so talented, that young man.
Yeah. As is Hugh, who is now in the senior academy.
Yeah, sorry, Hugh, I didn't recognise you the other night, but more of that shortly.
Yeah. Yeah, so Hugh and Jack Lewis and somebody else been playing under-20s. Oh, James Pater, playing, and Aidan Ainsworth Cave, of course, but particularly Jack and Hugh are playing above their age group for the tail end of the season.
Yeah,
they're still only just 18. So brilliant. So it's all going on, folks. It's all in the under-17s. I had to confess, I watched the beginning of the under-17s, and then my gingerishness and lack of ability in heat just I'm going home. This is it's too much. I'm getting in my air-conditioned car and I'm going home. So, but they let them go. They did the same. They let them go ahead and then came waltzing back with again.
Yes. It was a really good victory, 47-17, and some absolutely belting tries scored. So again, well done, gentlemen. Brilliantly played.
I mean, presumably, I was going to say they have a limit to how you can't have under-12s playing for them, but the way we keep finding talented individuals,
there must be some restriction somewhere. What I would say is congratulations to the refereeing team, who had 2 matches to get through.
Yes.
Yeah. They were very good. I thought the 3 communicated really, really well. So,
They were. They did change refs, so the ref didn't referee both
one of the assistant referees. But
even
they still had to run around for an awfully long time in that heat. So well done to everybody concerned.
And if you want to catch up on it, I mean, there's some some stuff up on Saints website, but if you go on YouTube and various other things, there's lots of photographs and videos that parents have put up, because they're quite justifiably very proud of their youngsters, and there's some cracking photos, club groups, school groups, all sorts going on. It's
and mine are up as well. So my photos from the 2 games are up as well.
Her photos there. So
you want to have a look?
So that was Friday.
See how they were doing, but it was good fun.
So
shall we go back? Oh, hello.
What?
We haven't done introductions. Just a minor detail. You cracked on.
Oh Lord. I did barrack on because I think, well, we're back. Everybody knows who we are, but they might not. They might have stumbled upon this and thought, well, they look like those old bidges. Wonder who they are. Even though it's got our names there, but even so, you start then. Go on. Then I've got to invent.
Hello, everybody.
Got to invent some titles for me.
Oh yes, indeed. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We'll talk holidays in a minute. Yes, my name's Claire Jones. I wear a red hat. I've got a collection now, thanks to the weather. And I'm one of the club photographers at Northampton Saints, Loughborough Lightning, and of course Bedford Blues. More of that shortly, because I've seen all 3 clubs in pre-season. So I've been very lucky to catch up with everybody. And you are Mrs. Saunders? And I live on the edge of the Fens, which is a dust bowl out there. It's horrible.
It is everywhere.
It's really horrible.
Unless you're in Scotland, I think.
Oh, well, no, Scotland's a bit damp. They had 2 months' worth of rain on Saturday.
You see, there must be, surely it's not beyond the wit of man to somehow get some water down. Whilst we're on this, no, let me introduce myself first. So I am Liz Saunders, and I am chairman of the Saint Supporters Club at the moment. With an AGM will be coming up shortly, so who knows what happens after that. I'm a Chief Halo again. That's being relaunched, so who knows? I might be ousted from that. I'm newest job title has been parasol holder to the gentry, as in Claire. I say parasol umbrella.
The waste of money umbrella.
Waste of money umbrella. My husband said, well, we were in a downpour in Greece. I said, I'm going to buy an umbrella. Oh, that'll be a waste of money, he said. And then when we're looking at umbrellas and I'm picking one out, he said, oh, these black ones are nice. My reply was, no, you said it's a waste of money, so it's my choice of what I'm buying. Go away. And sometimes he's not. I've made him get wet because it was a waste of money buying the umbrella. I am that cruel, ladies and gentlemen. So that's yes. So just on a quick rant about rain, lack of rain, and reservoirs. Apparently, we haven't built a new reservoir in 40 years. You think how much the housing stock has increased in all that time?
They're building one near us.
Well,
just north of us.
I mean, yes, but I mean, it has to be, doesn't it? It's ridiculous. So just look at where I am in South North. I'm in South Northampton, just south of Toaster. I mean, Toaster has grown exponentially. No new reservoirs. You think of the whole of Northamptonshire, how much building's gone on in Northampton? No new reservoirs. And then why? And not to mention Anglian Water being incompetent and letting thousands of millions of gallons just pour down the A5 in the winter. Anyway, moving swiftly on.
Indeed, the weather is playing a big part in everything at the moment.
It is at the moment.
Yeah. Yes. So well, I don't know. Well, I've been on a holiday since the final.
I haven't.
I headed off to Scotland, where I did see some sunshine, but it was lovely and cool, and I did see some rain. It's the first time I've rushed outside and gone, it's raining!
Rain!
So I'm wearing my Isle of Harris brewery T-shirt.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, very nice. Yes. I'm glad I don't live on an island. I realised very rapidly. Well, I do live on an island, but it's a really big one.
Big island.
Yeah, big island. And I'm not dependent on any other islands, really.
Yes. Yeah.
Whereas when you're on a little Scottish island, you suddenly realised how remote things are. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And the Isle of Uist, oh my God, it is beautiful and sad at the same time. And I felt so remote there. So Benbecula, North Uist. They have these really, if you ever do go up there, ladies and gentlemen, get yourself the app and you can collect islands. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you can collect them. There are 72 to collect, just to give you an idea. And that doesn't include all the really, when there's a puffin on an island. Anyway, I had a lovely time, and I did visit one rugby club, West of Scotland Rugby Club, which those of you who may remember, we went and watched a match there this time last year in pre-season. But then we discovered, so we were following two friends who did a tour in 1922 and 28. After we've done the tour, 2,000 miles of it, my IT department suddenly announces about 3 days after we got back, West of Scotland Rugby Club wasn't at its current location in 19...
Oh, no. Oh, no. Disaster.
It moved there in the 1950s. It's like...
Makes the whole thing null and void.
Yeah.
I think it makes the whole thing null and void.
It moved there in the 1950s. It's an Art Deco building. It's weird. Why would you... Anyway.
Okay.
It's still Scotland's biggest, it claims, oldest amateur rugby club. And it holds... So it doesn't pay players at all, even if in the senior teams. It plays in quite a high league. So it doesn't pay anything at all. If you want to play for them, you're doing it for the love.
How nice.
Mm.
How nice.
So I spent 3 weeks going around Scotland, feeling lovely and cool. But a little tip for everybody going on holiday to Scotland in July: don't go to Glencoe.
Midges.
Well, no, midges. Apparently, the worst midges were in May. They weren't too bad when we were there. Don't go to Glencoe because about 4 million other people will have done.
Don't go to Glencoe. I think just don't go.
Don't go anywhere near the Glenfinnan Viaduct. The Harry Potter film.
Oh, is that the Harry Potter nonsense?
That's the Harry Potter thing. There 150 people live in the village of Glenfinnan, and there are about 3,000 people descending on it every day to watch these two sodding trains going. Anyway, to go and see the memorial. I didn't even want to go and see a bloody train. Anyway, we didn't. So yes. Yes.
Apart from that,
the last one.
Did you enjoy your holiday?
I had a great time where there weren't any people. Loch Ness. I absolutely adore Loch Ness. It's a beautiful drive, but don't go anywhere near the castle. Tourist hell.
Right.
Anyway, that's the tourist guide for done.
Yeah.
And I have to say, big shout out to our dear friend, Mr. Ian Winton.
Oh yes.
We met him, didn't you? We met him the day before we kicked off the tour and went for dinner, and it was lovely. So it was lovely to see you, Ian.
How lovely. Very lovely.
Right.
Talking of tourists, I think that brings us neatly round to some of our lads who will be sporting themselves on the most ridiculous jaunt 3 times around the world and playing an Argentina side that, all very bizarre.
South Africa, then Liverpool, then Argentina.
And Argentina, yeah. And they seem to stop off at Rio on the way home. Why wouldn't you? Plane stops there, you might as well get off.
Buy yourself a Brazil shirt, go on the beach.
Yes. I think that was possibly done as a thing, maybe. I mean, that Argentinian game, we hadn't discussed we were going to discuss this, but I think we should now on reflection. Yeah. That Argentina, I mean, I went to Argentina this time last year, had a lovely time. The Argentinians we met were marvellous. Saw one piece of graffiti about Las Malvinas. Nobody else mentioned it. It was not a thing. And suddenly it's a thing again. And that whole business of wearing the shirt they wore, the Hand of God football shirt. Why? And then to have Filippo Contaponi claiming we were disrespectful because we were singing when we won, I just made my brain melt.
Yes, and the guy who roughed up Angus, yes. Angus the referee, Robertson? No, Angus.
No.
Anyway, him.
Yeah.
Angus.
Yeah, him. Yeah.
The guy who was, you'd never put your hands on the referee.
No. No. I thought he got away very lightly.
Yes, that seemed a very, light man. But it was a very strange game, and all sorts of weird things happened. And I'm glad England won, to be honest, because of all the shenanigans.
Yeah.
England getting 2 wins. I mean, I feel sorry for Fiji. That's the other thing I would like to say. Who apparently played all their games at home in Wales,
in Liverpool,
England, and Scotland.
Yeah. Make that
didn't go well. Yes, so well done to England getting 2 wins, and we'll see what happens in the autumn in this nonsense tournament.
It's ridiculous.
We could talk about central contracts, which of course were announced last week.
I think we should. That leads on while we're doing England. Yeah, central contracts.
So, well done to Halsey.
Yeah, brilliant. Really good news.
All the others renewed theirs, and Colsey was the addition. And I'm not surprised. He has turned it. Well, we always knew he was a class act. He's played his socks off. So, well done. Yeah. And the other thing is, well done to Manny for getting his cap.
Yeah. My old university mucker presented it as well.
Yes. Oh. Yes. So, well done, Manny. You utterly. And I sent him a message, and he was clearly buzzing about it because a bit like Fraser, he'd been to about 50 million camps. And
Yeah. Yes, kept being sent home, and it
yeah,
was really good.
yeah.
Whilst we're on England players, let's get Henry, £1 million Henry.
Right, should we have a whip round?
See what I've got down the back of the sofa. Oh Lord, I mean, yeah, I think I felt he was trying to row back on it a bit. Like, no, I
He's
want to
trying to
stay
row
at
back on it a
Northampton.
lot. It's like, what the hell? The
Yeah,
weird thing
no, this
is
is
that
not.
my former next door neighbour is actually responsible for his contract with Northampton Saints. He's
Yeah,
responsible for his off-field stuff. So all a bit weird. Anyway, Henry's had a lovely time on boats and planes and
always been. Yeah,
beaches. So, well done, Henry. So I
but
think
yes,
we're all having a good laugh about the 1 million.
we are. Yeah, we were. It was all quite entertaining.
And we love you dearly, Henry. You know we love you dearly. And we know you love us. So,
Yeah, it was nice to hear that. Well, oh no, I want to stay at Saints.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, so well, exactly.
So let's all have a jolly good hoot. Yes. Mind you,
Yeah.
I mean, and we know it's the closed season. There's not a lot going on. Good God, the press have gone on about it.
Oh, haven't they? So in some ways, it's but it was all a bit silly,
Yes.
a bit silly season
silly.
Really. So the other thing that seems to be going on in abundance in the close season is weddings.
Weddings. So many weddings.
I mean, so many weddings. So you
so the society wedding. Society wedding. I'm almost tempted to play Captain Pugwash here, but
yes.
The Bone Registry Office. Very nice. Hutch.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Hutchins.
That looked lovely.
That did look very lovely. And the photos were very
nice. And then we got
George
Anthony.
Hibbert. And Monsieur Belleau. Yes,
Monsieur and Madame Belleau.
Yeah, congratulations.
He went back home, got married. That looked like a barrel. They all looked like a barrel of fun as well. So it was him. Who else got married?
George Hibbert got married, our team manager.
George Hibbert got married.
And Ollie, our wonderful sports psychologist. The first thing he said to us is, we said, "Did you do anything?" And he went, "Yes, I got married." So well done, Ollie.
Good. Had a lovely day.
Yeah.
James Grayson got married.
James Grayson, former Saints who got married. James Grayson got married. Dave Ribbons got married. Yeah.
Yeah. Have we missed anybody?
Probably.
I have a feeling we have. One of ours. No, maybe not. Well, sorry. Sorry you got lost in a mountain of other weddings. Can't think there's anybody else got married. No.
James Ram did, but that was a while ago.
Yeah.
And eventually he went home.
Eventually. Yeah, I thought he'd gone, and then there was another farewell message from him. I think he's gone now. I think it's safe now. It's gone. We wish you well, James. We've loved having you here. Have a great
time in New Zealand before you start in next year in Australia.
Yeah. So yeah, I think there was a lot of weddings, and they all look very joyous, and it's nice to see the lads scrub up well when they go.
Do. They do look great. Yes, they do.
Other things, other I was going to say partnerships. You could say, changes of the announcement of Jim Henry as the defence coach, worst kept secret in rugby, replacing Radders.
Yes,
who I believe is still going to pop in from time to time when he's bored.
I'm not sure that's happening because Radders was interviewed by the Cron.
Yeah,
and there was no mention of it.
No mention of it. But
knowing Radders, he's probably still going to be doing some dodgy deal over trainers or T-shirts. So
I don't think we've seen the last of him. When I say I think he'll still pop in from time to time. I think he was still when he's bored.
Head round the door.
Yeah.
Jim on the other hand is doing a fantastic job already, and we love Jim. Apparently,
You do.
now I learned something
Oh yeah, you
on
did.
Thursday. But I mean, so it came, I didn't realise until very recently that Jim was in the same academy group as Sam Vesti. That was the first thing I learned over the holidays. Their peers. But when Jim was at Tigers, he was known as Little Jim, and Jim Hamilton was known as Big Jim.
Well, that would make sense. It would not have been the
Yes,
other way
if they
around.
got the other way around, it would be like slightly weird. But yes, so and Mr. Hamilton was waxing lyric. Excuse me, Mrs. C is ringing me.
Of course she is. Has to be
I'll
one
just
of them.
send her a message. Mr. Hamilton was waxing lyrical about Jim, saying he's one of the hardest working coaches he's ever known, and we love Jim. He's a top bloke, so we wish him well.
He's a lovely man. Lovely, lovely man. Yeah. So, yes. Oh, for goodness sake! Pinging going off everywhere.
So I think it's great to see. And then we will talk about Bedford. There is some follow-up news.
Yes.
Regarding Bedford, because there's been a coaching change there. We'll come to that when we talk about Bedford.
Yeah.
And then there's the next big announcement. Well, should we do the signings? Because we've had quite a few signings, or should we do the next big announcement?
Let's do the signings while we're doing people. We're doing people. Let's do the signings.
Yeah, we're doing that. Right. So the signings we have are and many of whom we've already met, played for us in the PRC. So Ben Alexander has signed a contract, as has the lovely James Bennett. So Ben is a hooker, James is a lock, and Tom Rowe, the wing, who was part of the Bucks team who got to the final. The Loughborough Bucks team got to the final last year. And why am I going ping? Things are going ping around me. I don't know why.
I'm going ping as well. There's something.
There's something in the air, isn't there? And then we have a new tight head. I think he's the first Moldovan.
I think he is.
Moldovan born. He's actually Italian. Tight head.
Yeah.
Ion Nikolai, who is lovely. And
he is.
He's absolutely lovely. And stop it, Curtis, leading him astray.
Oh dear, Kurt. Oh no, somebody's got to deal with that. No, that's not going to.
But Curtis was lovely. I thought Curtis was really lovely because he introduced
he did.
to us. So who looked a bit petrified. These two ladies, these two old biddies, stood pitched.
Especially when Curtis said, "Oh, this is Liz. She's cruel. She only comes to watch us suffer." So come on, I have made you cake and stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, that's happen again then, is it? Calling me cruel.
Yes. And JJ was playing the role of looking after the new bug. He was being a mentor, wasn't he?
He was being very supportive. Yeah.
It was day 2 of pre-season. So he was arm around the shoulder going, "You will feel shit." I did.
Yes, this is this poor man struggling for breath, and JJ's going, "Oh yeah, I know how you feel," on his lovely South African accent. He said, "But they'll get you running here, and it will improve your rugby, and it's marvelous here." It was nice to hear. So
it was quite gratifying. And then on a short-term contract, a man who I haven't talked to Jordan yet, but he had the best beard we've had playing for us in
magnificent
donkey's years. Jordan Els, Loosehead, who played for Harlequins last year, has joined us on a short-term contract. And welcome, Jordan. I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet. But that beard is magnificent. So,
absolutely fantastic.
So yes. So yeah. And
so that was players signings.
That's player signing. And the big announcement playing wise last week was this.
The club captain.
Yes.
Our very own, ladies and gentlemen, your very own Fraser Dingwall. Dingers. Could it have been anybody else?
No.
Sergeant Wilson. There you go. And just, you couldn't meet a nicer man, I don't think.
Yeah, top bloke.
Well, he can,
Absolutely.
and they're probably playing for Saints. To be honest, they're all so lovely, but Dingers is top bloke. Such well, they said about him, didn't they, when the Lions thing about how he and Ferbs just organised the celebratory dinner, even though they could have
They hadn't been
been
picked. Yeah.
aggrieved that they hadn't been picked. But yeah, so that was that's the sort of bloke he is, and very much in the style of Ferbs of Sergeant Wilson. So well done, Dingers. You've done it before. You know what you're doing. It'll be grand.
I was going to say there's a lot
So
about
Dingers,
being club captain that he's going to know already because, he's had to be.
yeah.
George and Liz have briefed him on all the things that the club captain has to do. And ladies and gentlemen, the captains get involved in the most remarkable things. It never ceases to amaze me, the decisions that they have to make. So, yes. Yeah, and questions they have to answer.
Oh.
So
I
of course,
thought you'd got some illustrations then, like which end are we playing, that sort of thing.
no, that's me who decides that, according to some. Anyway, no,
So
it's
we've got
things like
the other.
it's things like what are they going to wear after the game, and what are they going to? There's all there's and who's going to do
music. Does he choose the music they run out to? Because he's a bit of a DJ, isn't he?
He chooses the music they run out to, so there could be a change. Oh, then again, there might not be. The other thing, Fraser was behind the change of the speakers in the changing room.
Oh yes, yeah.
I can't remember the company who, and we're not sponsored by them, so I'm not going to mention it. I can't remember anyway. But the speakers are in black, green, and gold, and they look. And the girls, obviously the Loughborough girls, had to try and work out how to use them. Yes, I have to say, under 18. Were you there when the under 18s and under 17s were playing their music? Oh my lord, I felt old.
No, fortunately, no.
My comment to Charlie Reid was, "Can I prefer Olivia Dean?"
Yes, I was going to say, but the minute you hear that song, that Olivia Dean song, now it's like, oh, you can't get over the dad dancing, can you? The other announcement was the new home shirts, which I think are very nice. Like there's a lot, and there's and a new sponsor for the shirts and the East Stand, and
yes,
they're going to deliver apparently. DVD, DPD, DVD.
Yes,
DPD.
are our new sponsor of the East Stand and the front and back of the shirt, and it looks very smart too. Yes, I like the new shirt, and congratulations to one of the badges of honour of the Academy lads is they get to wear it first.
Who's first? Yeah. Yeah,
so,
they were very chuffed.
It's on a winning streak so far. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what shirt they're going to wear when they go down to Bath. That's interesting. Are we going to talk about shirts? Are we going to have a little bit of a
shirts? Are we going to? Are we?
What
shirt?
Tigers?
Oh my goodness me! What on earth? Talk about low effort. Oh, just.
There's a green one.
Yeah. What? Honestly, how uninspiring. As somebody put, or in footballing terms, that's a relegation shirt. But it is. But we knew that they weren't happy with their training shirts and their away kit.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't think the away kit's been let loose, but their training shirts are. It was described to us as McLaren yellow and Castore du McLaren. And it was thought that they just got a few bolts of fabric left over, so they've put that.
They've knocked together some shirts. It's not good.
It's the whole thing is not good at all. And
Castore have not covered themselves in glory.
In glory, no. I mean, somebody else looks like a school's PE kit. Oh, dear me.
Yes, but it is quite fun watching opposition supporters going into meltdown over their shirt.
Yeah. I mean, as people who don't like our shirt, it doesn't matter what shirt you do, there will be people who don't like. I think our shirt is pretty
Some
good.
people
I
don't like
quite
the
like it.
collar, and I like. I mean,
Yeah,
as I said to somebody, I quite like having a collar this year because we didn't have a collar last year.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
you know, yeah, I just think it looks really smart. I love the fact again we're using the new crest as part of the
The
weave
fabric.
of the
Yeah,
shirt. It looks really, really, no, it looks really smart and really professional. So well done to
I
all
like it.
concerned. I did have a conversation with the proud CEO at Stowe,
Oh yes.
and she said, until it appears, and I have some sympathy with this. She said, until it appears and people are wearing it, I have to think twice which one you're talking about because I'm already working on the season
Next year,
after
next season. Yeah,
shirts.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Get that. I get that.
Yes.
So
Anyway, so she's already working on 27, 28.
we're awaiting the announcement of the away shirt
Yes, the away
with
shirt.
bated
Yes,
breath.
yes.
Nobody ever likes the away shirt until they fall in love with it. But nobody ever likes it first off.
Well, the players still claim they don't like the orange. What do I call it? Orange. That's blooming
Gold,
tiger. The
gold.
gold and purple number that we had
Yeah.
last year.
I like the crunch
No, I
bar.
did like it. They look very smart. I mean, I love the fact we played the final in our home shirt, and each time
Oh
we
yeah,
played in the last few seasons we've played in the home shirt. I mean, there are still people who wax lyrical about that blooming lime green number that we played in 2014. My IT department goes a bit dewy-eyed. It's like no,
to
it's
see.
horrible.
No,
It's not
no.
green. Anyway, so
So
I have to say, well done to Saints for taking the cup on a world tour. That cup has been blooming everywhere.
it's popped up on all sorts of
It's
Facebook
popped up. It's been in
photographs of
car
people.
dealerships. It's been in all the.
Yeah,
It's been in numerous rugby clubs. It was at Stowe, and I love the fact they have a little golf buggy that they drive around in. So Ben Lawrence's passenger was inevitably a trophy, and of course people were sort of approaching it with a sort of, oh, am I allowed to have my photo with it? Yes. So it was present at the presentations at the Stowe 5-day residential camp, and I saw it when I was there the previous week as well. So it's been busy. They've got full
yeah.
value out of it. Which, given that they haven't had the gardens, they can't use the gardens at the moment because of all the building
Yeah,
work. So I think well done to them for being quite creative about getting out on tour.
that's really good. So I was going to say I've got Stowe on my list of things to talk about because you went and did some pictures of Stowe, the camps, didn't you? And
I did. I
children
was there
running around.
twice. I'll talk about Loughborough when we talk about Loughborough. I
Yeah,
did the last 2 days of Stowe. Congratulations to the players who headed down there. And I would say things have changed since the very first days. There's a lot more running around. It used to be about teaching people to lift people or a bit of scrummaging.
oh,
Now it's all about ball handling. It's all about defence. It's much more running around, and the kids have loads of fun. Yeah, well done. I mean, for the academy lads, so the likes of George Tongaweer and Alex Mead. I love Alex Mead. He's going to be frightened now. He,
don't be. It's all right. Her attention is still on Anthony Bello. Don't worry.
well, he's a married man now. I can't do that. And I'm now I'm just thought about 3.5 times older than Alex. Anyway, Alex Mead
Yeah.
is ex of Perth School in Cambridge and looks absolutely like Alex Coles. But anyway,
Yes, he does.
It is remarkable how similar they look.
Yeah.
So George was there, Alex Mead was there. I think there were a few other academy lads. And I was thinking, I bet some of them were actually at this camp only a couple of years ago.
Yeah, there would have been.
And now they're teaching the kids. So
Yeah.
So well done to everybody concerned. It was great to see. And the following day, oh my goodness me, they had to actually move the end. So the end, I've never done this, but apparently this has happened before. they have been doing the games at the top end of Stowe. Those of you who know Stowe, the the golf club at Stowe, at the top end of the fields, is normally where they do all the matches. But with the state of the ground at the moment, they had to bring it back to in front of basically the cricket ground in front of the clubhouse, and have short, smaller pitches and shortened games and stuff. Well done to everybody concerned, and well done to the players for being so flexible. But it did mean I could just sit on my fishing stool and I saw all of them. I didn't have to walk miles. I only had to walk a little bit.
Nice.
I was being incredibly lazy. Given how hot it was, I felt justified. But there was some cracking rugby played, and there were kids from all over the place. Absolutely all over the place. Singapore, Dubai, you name it, they were over. I didn't tell you this, I did end up sat next to a bath supporter.
Well, that's nice.
Used to play for a Scottish football club, was a professional footballer, and his grandson is a rugby player, yes. And he absolutely loves rugby, loves Bath. Somebody has to. But for some reason, they pick Saints as the place to come for their residential event. So there you go. 850 kids attended, I understand.
Blimey.
And congratulations, I'm going to say this, congratulations to Exeter Chiefs, who are running their residential camps, and they've started a girls' camp. And they had 16 girls. We had 16 girls on our first camp, and likewise they had about 16. So from little acorns.
Excellent.
So well done, Exeter. Yeah. Well done, Exeter. These camps are brilliant, and Saints now do a taster. I mean, Ben Lawrence is going to love me. I'm doing a blooming advert for him. They now do a taster. They now do a taster. Now you might be interested in this, where you can go.
My ears.
You can go for a morning, so you can try it out and see if you like it. And one of the things apparently that freaks kids out is the school itself, because it's so big.
Yes.
So part of it is actually getting used to the environment. So the second time I went, I think that this was the morning of when the Saints players went. They had just run their taster sessions with girls and boys, so they could decide whether they wanted to go for a proper full camp. It's really, really good idea, because obviously they've learnt over the years what kids are, worried by. For some of them, it might be their first time being away from mum and dad. So, yes. So well done. So congratulations to Ben and his team. Fantastic job, and great times had by all.
So, just as an aside, and thinking about schools and rugby, Harry, number one grandson, is off starting NSB in 3 weeks' time, I suppose it is now. But NSB is one of the things they do for the new intake. You can sign up and do a rugby camp, and it's for year 6 and 7. So boys going into year 7 and the current year 7, and they have some of the sixth form there as well. And they did a day's rugby camp, which he absolutely loved. So it's a good way of getting them into the school and meeting other people. And he couldn't remember the names of any of the boys that he'd met, but
well, that'll come.
It's the way it is with boys.
So we have pre-season is underway. We should talk about pre-season.
It is.
Oh, actually, one thing I'd like to say is thank you to everybody who's bought a mug.
Oh, yes, I bought a mug. It's all right. The IT department is back from your neck of the woods.
Oh, with
his cabinet.
With his cabinet. So there you go. There's the mug.
Thank you. It's a very nice mug.
Every mug bought, there's a donation going to the wheelchair rugby guys. So well done. Thank you. And as a taster, ladies and gentlemen, I am working on a little project.
Oh, shit. I've just offered support. I was too busy doing stuff. I don't know what I was doing. feeding the
You're
family, I
being a
think.
grandmother. I think you had lots of small children running around your
I had,
garden.
I think we had grandchildren, and then the family weekend when everybody comes to stay, which is
You were a
a
bit up to your
major
eyes in it.
catering.
So,
Yeah.
but the thing that I'm doing, or have done, is a book.
A
So,
book.
a
Yes, the
book.
book.
So those of you who remember when we won in 2024, Saints produced a book. So they weren't going to do it again for all sorts of logistical and whatever reasons. So I have put together a book. It's not going to be cheap, ladies and gentlemen. These things aren't. But it features all my favourite photos from last season. And we're still working on the logistics of it. I can't sell it through my website for contractual reasons, which sounds really complicated. So where it's going to be sold, we will talk about it on the pod. That's still being worked on. But I've had great fun pulling it together. It's been an absolute bucket load of fun making it happen, and there's lots of it goes all the way through to the final, as you would hope. But it's my view of what happened last season. So I've had a load of fun making it. There is a PDF of it doing the rounds at the minute with various notables at the club, as you would hope. But yeah, so hopefully that'll be coming out in the next few weeks. And it's my view of the world. But the other thing is, and the connection to the pod is, you can re-listen to every episode, or most episodes of the pod, because each match, and you can probably see, has a little what are them QR codes that you scan, and it takes you through to the relevant pod
The witterings for that match.
Yeah. So there you go. But it was a load of fun, and as I say, hopefully it'll be out through in the next few weeks, and we'll tell you more about it when it is. But it won't be cheap. I'm sorry, I don't have the volume to make it cheap.
No. Well, exclusive and quality costs, darling. You know
probably
that.
Sell one copy, mine.
I'll probably buy one. Perhaps Henry could splash out part of his £1 million.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's where Henry's million can go. There you go. We found a use for it. Yes. So, but we had another announcement, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Which was a confirmation, really, rather than an announcement of anything new. And it was
following on from that announcement, we had some training. So
yes, so it's the strategic partnership with Bedford Blues, which is, and it absolutely is a partnership. The symbiosis of the relationship is a joy to behold. It is not just us going, right, we need game time for our players, make and play. There's all sorts of stuff happens with training, with bringing on the coaches, and this has been shown with Jim Henry coming from Bedford to us, and Reece Marshall has gone into Jim Henry's shoes at Bedford. But you go to any Bedford game and you might see a couple of Saints coaches there, and likewise, Bedford coaches being at Saints. I mean, it's just absolutely fantastic to see.
It is,
and the players all buy into it big time. It's and again, you go down to watch a Bedford game, and so often there are Saints players there who've played for Bedford and are there watching their old friends. And yay! Thank you so much. Welcome back.
Are you having a tea delivery or coffee delivery?
Coffee delivery. Look at that.
Hey, well done.
Excellent. Excellent.
And we know that
a proper pod now, isn't it?
It is. We've got going. We know that Douse absolutely values this. One of the things, and so I was lucky enough last week to hear Mike Rare and Gareth Allred. Mike Rare is the director of rugby at Bedford Blues, and Gareth Allred is the CEO, or is he the COO? He's one of the two. He's the top man. Talking about the relationship, and the thing that strikes me is Mrs. C's back. The
You
thing
see,
that
phone calls,
it's
coffee.
always pinging, and yes, she's having a good laugh
Yeah.
apparently. The thing that he values particularly is that Douse fully supports him with the idea you've got to be good enough to play. So it isn't a case of sending you down on a Thursday and parachuting them in. Saying that he was really grateful. There were occasions last season where we helped Bedford out because they obviously player injuries and the like. So it does work that if they have a very small squad, and we make sure that we support them. But what I didn't know, the things that I learned from this fantastic Q&A that a season ticket holders forum, I would describe it as, it's the same thing, was that Mike Rare and his coaching team have access to all the video footage and all the numbers that the analysts collect endlessly at Saints. And he said there are things that Bedford learns and change and adopt in style of play. So they're learning stuff from us. So it's not just players. We're sharing our insights to the players. The other thing is we share our commercial insights. So whether it's health and safety or ticketing or marketing or whatever, we're sharing that as well. So when we say strategic, we mean it. It's not just that little Freddie gets sent down on a Thursday and we expect him to play. Sorry, it sounds like I'm picking on Freddie St John. I'm not. Yeah, Boris. We haven't got a Boris, have we? A Boris gets sent down on a Thursday.
Yeah.
And they expect him to play on a Saturday because it doesn't work that way.
And that does happen at another champ side who have a partnership with Amptill and Saracens. They get Amptill are told
and the Amptill support
you are
are
having
very, very teed
X,
off
Y,
about the fact that basically the champ have actually had to bring in regulations to stop some of the things that were going on. They've had to bring in a regulation you can play no more than 6 players. Well, we normally at best are sending 5. 6 would be very, very unusual. And it'd be interesting to see who goes this time because we always want to see. And
we were pontificating on that, weren't we, earlier?
We were,
and we think it may be part of Freddie St John and Henry Lumley's return to fitness. We can see them being down there, and who else did we decide? Oh, Hugh Shields probably as well.
We are guessing, ladies and gentlemen. We have no insight.
Absolutely none whatsoever. We're just putting 3 and 3 together and making 9,
27,
as you do. But that's the sort of pattern that has taken, where people come back from long-term injury, get a chance to have a run out and get themselves back up to fitness, and also improve themselves. I mean, they're so young, those players.
Well, and but the getting back to fitness, of course, we had the famous when all the S&C team, the medical team, not the S&C team, the medical team attended the game. Because Robbie Smith was making his return to play, and he scored a try, and he was completely made up. They were completely made up. It was totes emotion. Everybody, everybody all over the show, and of course, Robbie is a former Blue, so he has actually played for the Blues in a former life. So, so it is a relationship that works. The other thing, so we talk about the likes of Reece Marshall and Jim Henry. The other thing is Cameron Boone, who's the forwards coach and incredibly tall. Cameron Boone.
Good. If you think he's tall, oh dear,
you're in trouble. Cameron Boone and Michael the Bourgeois, former Wasp, of course, and also a hero of Goldington Road. They're going through the same coaching development that Reece and Jim go through. Of course, we forget James Craig. James Craig was there as well. So it's definitely working for both clubs. It is a commercial relationship. So but I think we can safely say that we're all really chuffed. That
we are.
And I, of course, wouldn't have been at Goldington Road if we hadn't it hadn't been, because it was my thought that the academy lads were down there. We're going to be out of sight and out of mind. So I actually offered to Jack and the media team, I'll go down there, and which during COVID was quite a big thing because I had to stick things up my nose and stuff. But yeah, rest is history.
The bit of the strategic partnership that I'd like to see come our way, come up to Saints Way, Taylor's Kitchen. Simple as that. That's all I'm
There you go. There's a
for.
free advert.
Yeah, yes.
I did suggest to Sherpa 2, Rowan Robinson, the media manager, we do a pod down there, and we should do it. And we should invite Taylor. We should invite Taylor's Kitchen on the team down there.
I think we should. I think we should. Definitely. But the other announcement that came on the back of the strategic partnership announcement was date for the Mobs.
Date for the Mobs, yes, which is, for the ladies and gentlemen, Friday the 27th of November at, I think, 7:30 p.m. But look on the Saints or Bedford website and you'll see it.
Yeah.
And it should be a cracking. So it's in the PRC window. So
yeah. I'm sure they would have loved
and
to.
We're hosting it. It's at Franklin's Gardens. It's our turn. So,
which is, I'm sure they would have loved to have done it pre-season, but because of the village development, everything's been a bit meh.
And also the trip to foreign parts has complicated.
To Sri Lanka
has complicated things as well.
Which they are setting off on Saturday, I believe.
Yeah, we believe they're heading off this weekend. Yes. What I would say is we do have a pre-season game, and we're going to play a team for the first time on the. We have 2 PRC games away, and then we have the Black Lion from Georgia visiting us. So,
sounds like a pub side.
Well, of course, the club records all were destroyed in the Black Lion, or the first batch were destroyed in the Black Lion. There was another batch later that were destroyed. Anyway, yes. Shall we move on to Loughborough and then we'll talk about Bedford? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't think it'll take long to talk about Loughborough. There's been a lot of change at Loughborough. The Scots ladies have all gone home to their central contract. Although confusingly, there aren't many former Loughborough players in the squad. So I'm a bit confused by that, but maybe they'll get into the squad when they're playing for Edinburgh and Glasgow and whoever. What we should say is we've got some central contracts again.
We have. Who did I say? So
central contracts: Sardia and
Lily,
Ellie,
Helena,
and Heina Liam. No, if we get anything this season, that poor woman. If I mangle her name, although I do know her shortened name is Arla, so we're going to call her Arla. So
let's call her Arla. Let's do that.
Congratulations. They all have central contracts, and in the training squad, we've got news this morning. So additional to those 4, we have Carmona Morrill and Kiwi Fitzpatrick. But this morning we learned that our captain, the wonderful Daisy Hibbert-Jones, has joined John Mitchell's training squad. So congratulations, Daisy.
Yeah, well done, Daisy.
Because they're playing that weird competition that I don't understand, the WXV thing. Whatever. Sure, it's great. But pre-season has started for Loughborough. It started at Stowe, and at Stowe, and I was invited by as was Bobby. Well, Bobby was going anyway, but we were invited to join the team meeting. So I don't do team meetings. It was a real honour. I felt so Nathan Smith invited Bobby and I. So Bobby likewise doesn't normally attend team meetings. So it was fascinating listening to some of it was a bit like the first day at school. You'll find your locker over here, and the team manager, Dave, his name, was telling them, because of course they're all based at the university. and there was much talk about, well, various things. My favourite one was they have the equivalent of Hustle. So the Hustle plan that Jake Sharp
Yeah.
runs for the Saints boys, Rachel Taylor does the same thing with the Loughborough girls. So there was a bit of a debate about the scoring system. So, but they were training at Stowe, so it was their first day of pre-season. Much running around, much team building. So there was a lot of some of the things they did were fun as opposed to just a slog. Involved a water bottle, and how far as a team could you get it over the line? So it was one of those you have to hold somebody, and you pick the person with the longest arms to see how far you could put the water bottle. It was great fun. And then they did training with the with those who were attending the girls' camp.
Nice.
Lily Ives Campion was leading a cheering, the cheering. She was the cheerleader. She was leading the cheerleader because Carmela and Helena Rowland had a special running thing that they had to do for their England training, which basically meant they were doing shuttle runs for ages. And I think that Lily was quite pleased that she didn't have to do it. So she just basically got all the kids that were at the camp, cheering them on. I'm sure they were delighted that. And in the heat, it looked horrible. Ooh. But it was great fun. I really enjoyed it, and thank you to all concerned for inviting me. It was an honour. We're looking forward to the season. Should be really, really good.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping to get. There was one person that we said goodbye to.
There was, yes, yeah, not surprisingly. So Emily Scarrett has gone up to coach at the Red Roses. I'm
huge job.
It's a huge job, but I'm kind of surprised it didn't happen last season. In a way, it was always going to happen.
It was always going to happen. It was always going to happen.
So well done, Emily, and I expect we'll see her back.
And I had a lovely chat with her because she had never been to Stowe. So you just assume that all these, because the Loughborough have been there and they've coached the girls before, but you just assume that everybody's been. And she said, "Well, I was always with England, or or on the break between after camp." I was just like, "Yeah, I suppose." And she absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. The girls got into the swing of it, really. And we should give a shout out to Rugby Fest.
Rugby Fest,
which is coming to the Gardens on the 12th of September. So whilst the boys are heading south to Queens, there's going to be a celebration of them days of the World Cup. Do you remember them?
I'm bleeping now. I'm sorry. Seems to be a lot happening.
So there's all sorts of fun and games, and they're going to try out the new village, and it's all going to be fun. And there's if you want to get involved and play, if you look on the Lightning website, get involved, have a great time, and it runs for 7 hours, so you're going to get your money's worth. So get down there and have some fun.
There is also, I don't think we've missed the deadline date for, I'm not sure, a Loughborough supporters engagement group being set up that you can express an interest in if you so desire. There's links on the website, so good luck with that.
And I have to say, rugby, Loughborough, amongst others, including the international team, rugby is really good. Women's rugby is really good at engaging with the supporters, but they want to learn and they want to do things. What I would say is cricket. Oh my God. Women's cricket. Guys, get a grip. They are hopeless. Anyway, moving on.
Okay. There you go. So,
it's heartbreaking. You see all these kids with signs at the 100 and whatever. Go and talk to them.
Oh, no.
Go to them at all. And you just think, what a waste. And it's not just the 100. It's across the board. It's something that cricket needs to get a grip on. Anyway, so
something with Loughborough that this just is beautiful, squaring a circle or rounding a triangle or something, that Lightning are taking a game to Goldington Road.
They are. Yeah.
Which I just think is just perfect. It just is lovely.
Yeah.
Makes me feel fuzzy inside.
So I
So they are.
The women's team at Bedford, I don't see enough of them. I know Stu Vincent's season a lot more than I do, but they are a wonderful bunch, and it's fantastic for them. And I know that Bedford are really, really excited by it. It's 2nd of October, ladies and gentlemen. Get it in the diary. It's the I think the second game of. This is another competition with the most ridiculous name. Seriously.
Go on.
I mean, what is it? JAECOO PWR Next Gen Cup. So everything's stuff next
That's
gen
even
in it.
snappier than Defender Next Generation Academy League, I feel. So have they let the marketing interns loose on these or something? What? These are the words you've got to get in. Well, all of them. Well, yeah. There they are then. All the words in there.
So yeah. Anyway,
Nonsense.
So it's really good that the partnership is extending to Bedford, and I know they're all exciting. I was talking to one of the Bedford players, Emma Graham, the other day. Emma is a fabulous photographer. Everyone. Emma Grimbo Photography. Follow her on Instagram. Top woman and a top photographer. And I was talking to the other day, and they are very excited about it. I was talking to Daisy. Daisy has never been to Goldington Road. So I said, well, if you win the toss, go up the slope in the first half.
Yeah, that slope.
She went, oh, is it that bad? I went, well, it's not bad. It's just a feature. And you don't want to be running up it in the second half.
No, it is that bad. It absolutely is that bad.
And of course, we're relying on Saracens women not knowing.
But they should know, though.
Well, we're not going to tell them, are we?
Well, we're not. Well, we have now.
I can't imagine many Saracens women rugby players listen to this pod. Anyway,
No.
So get yourselves down there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure Taylor's Kitchen would be delighted. It should be a cracking game. I shot these games last season because they were at the university, and I really enjoyed it. But thanks to the partnership, we've now got one at Goldington Road, which is just brilliant.
Really
so
brilliant.
Get yourselves down there for
really
a bit of rugby on the 2nd of October.
I know it's not included in your season ticket. Before anybody asks,
the PWR Cup games aren't included in the season ticket this season.
Yeah,
correct.
Just to point that out to you.
And we've got. We're not going to say who's joined Loughborough because it's quite a few. We've got lots of graduates from the Bucks team. Yeah. We've got loads of Canadians. It's great to see. They're all very excited, and I can't wait to see them. To be honest, well, I've seen them once running around. Well, some of them running around.
Looking forward to it.
It should be great. Now, Bedford,
yes.
So they're on pre-season 2, not pre-season 2. I mean pre-season
as well.
And I was lucky enough to be invited by Ryan because he was doing it it was all by invitation only. I was lucky enough to receive an invitation. Dr. Jones is a season ticket holder at Goldington Road, so he got to go anywhere. I had to wait for an invite. And he and I headed over last Thursday for a joint open training event with Saints and the Blues, and it was a cracking event. The Blues have got some really nice training shirts this year, very nice, but they're reversible, so you can have. It's all very clever, yeah. So yeah, it was a great session, and I think it meant both teams could have a full 15 out on the pitch. At one stage, I felt it was slightly unbalanced because it looked like Saints had 40 on the pitch to Bedford's 15. So it looked a bit crowded out there. It's like, yes. So, and Jake Sharp told us on Friday that he was getting abused from both sides, which, well, there you go.
Which we just told him that they must love you, because if they didn't like you, they'd be nice. They'd like you. And then you'd be worried that there was something that the doctors weren't telling you. Everybody else knew. So, which he sort of said, oh, I suppose so. Yeah.
It was quite funny, though. And they've got 4 new folks who joined: fly off, a winger, a prop that we already know, Will Davis King, and a back rower. I'm not going to give that. Dan Eckersley is the back rower. Marcus Kershaw is the winger. Will Davis King is the prop. I'm going to do it. And Ben Dufficy is the guy who's come over from New Zealand, but he's Australian, and he's enjoying the weather. Because he said his entire time that he was in New Zealand, all it did was rain on him. So,
okay, there you go.
Yes, so it was a chance for the supporters to meet the 4 new players. I mean, in terms of squad size, Bedford squad is very small, and they run a very tight ship. And it's good. But I've been lucky. I've done some pre-season training sessions. I've done a couple there, including Joey Conway, the loose head prop, announced to me is their Blackiston, which is where they run up Cemetery Hill, as it's nicknamed. Run up Cemetery Hill, and they do all sorts of sprint sessions and shuttle runs. And there was an old gentleman sat on a box at the top of the hill watching. He must have been in his 80s, because this is a public space, and it looks brutal. It looks utterly brutal, but it's the end of their first pre-season block, and it's hard. So Joey announced that was their Blackiston. There isn't a Blackiston this year. It's not being done because there's no room in the schedule, but it will be back next year, I am assured. So Dr. Jones and I don't have to do our running around like demented fleas morning.
Yes. So they're off to. So now how's it panning out now? So they're off to Sri Lanka on Saturday for a week or so, and then they'll be back in.
And the internationals start their pre-season as part of this trip, so they're back.
Yeah.
So our Italians, our English players, our Scots are all back from wherever they've been.
Getting married in some cases.
Well, it's very posh.
Going to other people's weddings in other cases.
There's been a lot of going to other people's weddings too.
Yeah.
As they would be, I suppose. And so, yes, so by the time, and we're told by Dowse in the press, we haven't been told by Dowse, in the press, Dowse has made it clear that he's expecting to see some of the internationals as part of our preparation. Oh, we should claim victory, Mrs. Saunders.
Should we?
Yep.
Okay.
This season, ladies and gentlemen, the first game of the season.
Oh, yeah.
It's at home. Prem will be at home.
And
the last game of the season in the Gallagher Prem will be at home.
I know.
It's taken us 2 years to persuade him. Claiming victory.
Yeah. I mean, not that I'm encouraging threats of violence, but I do think it was possibly, I will find you, I will hunt you down, was maybe what did it. Nothing to do with it.
You're not getting any lemon drizzle.
Yeah.
So we get our first game of the season in the main season is against Newcastle Red Bulls on a Friday night. What I would say is they've now slipped in a pre-season game against Black Lion the previous week, and we are told that the internationals, new and old, and because we've got Malik who's arriving and hasn't played for it, they will feature in that game, and I imagine that game will be, we'll have it'll be, a squad of 9 million to get through.
Yeah,
but by
people.
then, some of the players will have played in the 2 games away at Saracens and Quins in the whatever the PWR. No, not the PWR.
PRC.
The There are too many P's.
There are too many P's. Too many
Premiership
P's and
Rugby
R's.
Cup. So
Yeah,
we
PR.
played 2 of our games there. So it'll be interesting to see what's going on.
We were saying about Bath's pre-season. They've got a couple of pre-season games, haven't they, coming up?
Well, they're going. So Bath are going to visit
Bedford. Sorry.
So this week, ladies and gentlemen, if you're thirsty for some rugby, get yourself down to Goldington Road because it's the last year they played Ampshill. This year they're playing the other old enemy, Cambridge, who were relegated last season to National Division 1. And it's Cambridge visiting Bedford Blues at Goldington Road as part of the Bakers. Oh, I'm going to get shot. It's the Baker Brothers Cup or something like that. They're playing for a trophy. So,
as you do.
Yes. I think it's the Baker Brothers Cup. It should be a cracking evening out.
Unfortunately, we don't think we'll see Finn Russell toiling up that hill, which is a bit of a shame. But
in the following, 2 weeks later, they're playing Bath at home, and we don't. Well, you never know. Finn might make an appearance.
You never know. Might do.
Because Bath are reciprocating. The Bedford went down last season to the recreation ground and played a game against Bath, and Bath are sending a team up to Bedford as part of their pre-season, so it should be good. And then the first match of the champ, I really hate it when the organisers do it. They did it to us when we won in 24, only they sent us away. This is when they rerun the final in the first match of the season. What stupid. That is stupid.
Absolutely stupid.
So Bedford are going to Six Ways as the first match of the season. Whatever. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. So, and the champ, is, going from strength to strength. All the numbers say that everything's on the up. So
good.
We have 2 new teams in the champ. Rotherham are one, and Blackheath are the other. Just remember to do the other one.
Club.
Come on, Club. Yeah, it's Blackheath. And Cambridge and somebody else were relegated. I can't remember. Anyway, Sherpa 2 is busy. And the Bedford women were also promoted, and they're going much further afield. So they're going to places like Sheffield and the like. Wow. So they're getting out on their travels. Now they're in a much more... still several layers below the likes of Lightning, but it's good to see. Right, I think we've done everything on our list.
I think we have everything on my list. I've closed my book, so everything else has to be done on my list.
We're going to do the usual old nonsense, ladies and gentlemen. Media watch, well, it's the usual. Yes. Everyone seems to have got excited about £1 million. So, yeah. So we will do the usual stuff on media, but we're going to leave it this time and see what happens. So
so I think that's just a bit of a fillip to keep you going. If you were missing us, if your dog walking has been a bit boring, you've been having to listen to real people as opposed to, well, we're real, but rank amateurs like us. Then hopefully the horses will be happy to have us back.
Yes.
Hello, horses.
Yes, and we will continue talking absolute nonsense about our favourite sports and our favourite clubs. So I think, Mrs. Saunders, that was episode 1 of Series 3.
Indeed it was. Thank you very much, everybody. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, like and subscribe. Do all the likey, subscribe things.
Press the button.
Yeah.
Thumbs up and all that malarkey. Yeah. Do that. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm still inept at saying it.
And send us comments.
Send us comments. Yeah. Get your relatives to subscribe. The more you subscribe, the more we'll be seen and the more nonsense we can talk. And I'm going to leave with one thing. I think Newcastle Red Bulls, until we see what happens in Sri Lanka, in the league of pre-seasons so far, I think Newcastle Red Bulls are winning with their trip to Salzburg.
Oh, Salzburg.
Well, that's the home of Red Bull in Austria.
Oh, not Milton Keynes then.
No, they went to Salzburg and the lake, and I think Mark Smith was overcome. Their media manager, he's just not used to this. At best, it was.
I was going to say they were lucky to go to Saltburn, weren't they? Before previous, let alone Salzburg. So that's a bit of a change.
Yes, he's a happy bloke.
Well
yes,
done.
So well done.
Oh, they deserve it.
They do.
Yeah.
They absolutely deserve. And Mark in particular.
Oh, just think about whilst we're on Red Bulls. Congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Graham.
Oh yes,
safe arrival of their baby.
Yeah, Sammy G. Well done. Well done. Top work.
Well, I don't think he. I think he's. Yeah. It was his lovely wife that was doing the hard work.
Yes,
to be honest,
this is true.
I think his contribution was some time earlier, but yeah. Well done. Hope you're enjoying parenthood.
Lack of sleep during pre-season.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're nearly through the worst. The first 6 weeks, I think, are the most. I was going to say almost soul destroying. That you just why, what on earth? And then about 6 weeks, the babies suddenly will smile at you and look at you, and you think,
and you suddenly realise, oh, that's what.
Yeah. So hang on in there, kids.
Yeah.
You'll be right.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. I think that really is it now.
That really is it. Episode 1.
Love you and leave
Series
you.
3. Love you all. See you soon.
See you soon. Bye.